What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to Cowboys News TV, your go-to channel for all things Dallas Cowboys. Today, we're diving into the early betting odds and a big Week 8 matchup between two of the NFL's most storied franchises, the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. After a tough stretch, the Cowboys are looking to snap a 3-game losing streak against their rivals, but before we get into the odds and details, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. We're so close to hitting our goal of 12,000 subscribers, and with your help, we can get there. Your support means the world to us, so go ahead and join the family. It's a rivalry as old as the NFL itself. The Cowboys and the 49ers. Two teams with rich histories, battling for supremacy in what's become one of the league's most thrilling matchups. Cowboys fans, I know it's been a rough few games. San Francisco has had the upper hand lately, winning the last 3 meetings, including 2 critical postseason showdowns. In fact, the 49ers lead the all-time series by just 1 win. The record currently sits at 20-19-1 in their favor. That's right. Just 1 game separates these two teams in what has been an epic head-to-head battle. Do you think Dallas can even the score this time around? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. In fact, let's put it to a vote. Do the Cowboys break the losing streak against San Francisco this time? Drop a yes or no in the comments. We'll be reading through all your predictions. Heading into Week 8, the Cowboys have some serious work to do. After a crushing 47-9 defeat at the hands of the Detroit Lions, Dallas enters their bye week at 3-3. And, just like us fans, the team is probably using this time to regroup and refocus. But it's not just the Cowboys who've hit some bumps this season. The 49ers are also sitting at 3-3, coming off a 36-24 win over their division rivals, the Seattle Seahawks, in Week 7. Both teams have been dealing with injuries, which is definitely going to play a huge factor in Week 8. Dallas is hoping to see the return of key defensive players like Micah Parsons and Darren Bland to help shore up their defense. On the other side, San Francisco is eagerly waiting for their all-pro running back, Christian McCaffrey, to get back on the field. Now, I want to hear from you. Which player's return do you think will have the biggest impact? Micah Parsons for the Cowboys or Christian McCaffrey for the 49ers? Let me know down below in the comments, and let's get the debate going. Alright, Cowboys fans, let's talk numbers. According to early odds from FD Sportsbook, the Cowboys are entering this game as 7-point underdogs. That's right, a full touchdown. After what we saw against Detroit, it's clear the sportsbooks aren't too confident in Dallas pulling off a win against the Niners. But here's where it gets interesting. Both teams are 3-3, both teams have key injuries, and both are looking to make a statement. So, what do you think? Is the 7-point spread fair, or do you believe the Cowboys are being underestimated? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And while you're down there, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got tons of content on the way to keep you informed and entertained throughout the season. Now, if we're being honest, the recent history between these two teams hasn't been kind to the Cowboys. Remember last October? Week 5, primetime, the 49ers absolutely dominated us 42-10. That game improved their record to 5-0 and left a lot of us wondering, what does Dallas need to do to finally get past San Francisco? And that wasn't the first time they've knocked us down in recent years. In the 2022 divisional round, the 49ers ended our playoff run with a 19-12 victory. And who could forget the 2021 wildcard round, where they eliminated us again, this time in Dallas, with a 23-17 win. But this year, it's a fresh start. The Cowboys have an opportunity to end that losing streak and make a statement on the road. What do you think needs to happen for the Cowboys to come out on top this time? Let me know in the comments. As we look ahead to Week 8, all eyes will be on a few key matchups. If Micah Parsons can return, how will he affect the game? Parsons has been a game-changer for this defense, but is his presence enough to stop the 49ers offense, especially with players like Brock Purdy at QB and, if healthy, Christian McCaffrey? On the flip side, can Dak Prescott lead the Cowboys offense past the 49ers defense that has given us nightmares in the past? The offensive line will need to hold strong against Nick Bosa and company, and let's be honest, we can't afford another game like the one we had against Detroit. How do you see these matchups playing out? Which player do you think will be the X factor for the Cowboys? I want to hear your takes. Alright, Cowboys fans, that wraps up today's breakdown of the Week 8 matchup against the San Francisco 49ers. There's a lot riding on this game as both teams look to get back on track in what's shaping up to be another classic in this historic rivalry. Now, let's talk injuries because, unfortunately, that's been a big part of both teams' seasons so far. For Dallas, Micah Parsons is the big name everyone's watching. After suffering an ankle injury earlier in the season, his absence has left a noticeable gap in the Cowboys' defense. The hope is that the bye week has given him enough time to heal, and we might see him back in action against San Francisco. But it's not just Parsons. The Cowboys are also dealing with the potential return of cornerback Darren Bland. Bland's presence in the secondary could be a game-changer, especially when you consider the firepower the 49ers bring with their receiving core, led by Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel. On the other side of the ball, the 49ers are dealing with their own injury concerns, most notably with Christian McCaffrey. The All-Pro running back has been nursing an injury, and his status for Week 8 remains uncertain. McCaffrey is a critical piece of the 49ers offense, and if he's not able to go, that could swing the game in Dallas' favor. So here's a question for all of you. Who do you think is the most important player coming back from injury for the Cowboys? Is it Parsons, Bland, or someone else? And how do you think McCaffrey's absence would impact the 49ers offense? Drop your answers in the comments and let's talk strategy. One of the most interesting storylines heading into this game is the coaching matchup between Mike McCarthy and Kyle Shanahan. These two coaches have very different styles and approaches to the game. McCarthy is known for his experience, having coached the Green Bay Packers to a Super Bowl win, but let's face it, there's been a lot of criticism around his ability to adjust in high-pressure games. Shanahan, on the other hand, is seen as one of the most innovative minds in football. His offensive schemes, particularly in the run game, have given the Cowboys fits in recent years. Which coach do you trust more in this matchup? Can McCarthy finally find a way to outcoach Shanahan, or will the 49ers head coach continue to have Dallas number? Let's hear your thoughts. Should McCarthy be more aggressive in his play calling, or should the Cowboys lean on the run game? Let's get the debate going in the comments. Alright, now let's get into the nitty-gritty. If the Cowboys are going to come out on top in this matchup, there are a few key things they're going to need to do. First and foremost, limit turnovers. We've seen how turnovers have completely derailed games for Dallas this season, particularly in the loss to Detroit. Dak Prescott has to protect the football and make smart decisions, especially against the 49ers defense that thrives on forcing mistakes. If Dallas can win the turnover battle, they'll have a real shot at pulling off the upset. Secondly, the Cowboys' offensive line needs to step up. We've talked about the 49ers' defensive front led by Nick Bosa, and let's be honest, they're going to bring the pressure. But if the O-line can give Prescott time in the pocket, we've got the weapons to attack San Francisco's secondary. CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Jake Ferguson are all capable of making big plays if they can get open. Lastly, the defense has to come through in the clutch. We're going to need a huge performance from our front seven. If Parsons is back, his ability to get after the quarterback is going to be key in disrupting Brock Purdy. And don't sleep on our run defense. Stopping the 49ers' rushing attack, whether it's McCaffrey or one of their backups, will be crucial. What do you think is the most important key to the game for Dallas? Is it limiting turnovers, protecting Prescott, or stepping up on defense? Cast your vote in the comments below and let's see where Cowboys Nation stands. With both teams sitting at 3-3, this game is more than just a rivalry, it could be a turning point in the season. For Dallas, a win here would mean snapping a 3-game losing streak against the 49ers, giving them a huge confidence boost heading into the second half of the season. A loss, however, would drop the Cowboys below .500 and raise even more questions about this team's ability to contend with the top teams in the NFC. On the flip side, San Francisco is also looking to build momentum after an up-and-down start to their season. A win against Dallas would solidify their standing as a team to beat in the NFC, while a loss would send them back to square one. Which team do you think has more to lose in this game? Is the pressure higher for Dallas or San Francisco? Let's discuss in the comments. As we wrap up, there's no doubt this is going to be a pivotal game for both teams. The Cowboys have a chance to reset their season with a win over a tough 49ers squad, but it's not going to be easy. The oddsmakers have Dallas as 7-point underdogs, but hey, we've seen crazier upsets happen in this league. Now it's prediction time. Do you think the Cowboys will pull off the upset, or will the 49ers extend their winning streak to 4 games over Dallas? I'm predicting a close game, but I want to hear from you. What's your final score prediction for Week 8? Drop it in the comments, and we'll feature some of your predictions in our next video. And don't forget to subscribe to Cowboys News TV and hit that notification bell. We're just a few hundred subscribers away from hitting 12,000, and with your help, we can make it happen. Thanks again for all the love and support, Cowboys Nation. We'll be back soon with more updates and analysis. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and go Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. As always, let's keep the conversation going in the comments, and don't forget to check out our upcoming content as we get closer to that huge Week 8 matchup. Stay strong, Cowboys fans, we've got this.